All right, this is Michael from Ops.ai, and this is day 3 of me posting 5 to 12 times a day on LinkedIn. And yesterday we had some crazy numbers, and today we have some crazy numbers overall. Reached 81,000 impressions. It seems to have kind of quieted down, which is fine. And then I saw another post that I put late last night after NVIDIA put some results out, and that jumped up to 3,000 impressions overnight, so that was pretty good. All told, so in the last 7 days so far, and actually I should probably do a custom range because I'm only doing this certain days, obviously. I think I'm like 92,000 impressions. Last 7 days, like 111,000 impressions. And yesterday I had some pretty aggressive activity. Sorry, I'm probably not looking at the camera. I had some pretty aggressive activity as far as number of posts, and it was also engaging. So I don't know. Let's see. How many posts did I have yesterday? Let's check. I think it was like 7 or 8 at least. Maybe it was more. 69,000 impressions in one day. 1, 2, 3. Well, more than that. How many posts is it? Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 posts in a day. So it's not 12. Geez, that means I still need to do a one day where I do 12 posts. I will tell you, at the end of the day, I felt frazzled. That was a lot of content, just to even have 9. And you also get addicted watching watching the numbers tick up, right? So it's like, oh, this is great. But the reality is, as I stated yesterday, today what I'm trying to focus on is not just having this broad trending topics that I post on that gets at reach. Like, how do I come up with content that's in my niche? AI automation, B2B outreach, automate and grow. I put out a post today on vibe coding because I've got some new products that I've been working on both on my own and with some partners, and they're all a result of like kind of unlocking vibe coding and then handing the final thing to my team to build out the last piece. So that's getting some engagement. That's what I'm curious about now. So I'm trying to work on really high quality graphics. I'm trying to have one branding template so that it looks really good, and then let's see what the results are. And I will try to get the first one out today and then finish the week strong with very, very focused content that is around stuff that I do. What's the direction specifically around outreach and AI automation? So when I talk about AI, like I probably need to focus in on the automation piece. I wrote the book Automate and Grow, so I'm going to focus in on that. The other thing is around this idea of community and partnerships. And my thesis is that we want to get people out of cold into making friends at scale. And to prove that, I've been building up a couple WhatsApp channels, and that seems to be pretty good. You do have to push people to have activity sometimes, and some people are really good at it and some people aren't. And if you're watching this, thank you for engaging. But I think that's an interesting channel where can you convert from cold email or LinkedIn outreach, get them in a trusted environment, and do the thing that you want to help them do on an automated basis. Or if you're launching a product to a segment, like now you've got a trusted group of people you can get feedback from. So that's kind of my thesis, and I'm focused on that as the call to action as opposed to trying to sell something. And if someone decides to be a partner or buy from me later, that's great. Because I think that's what we need is we need to build community, and we need to build partnerships, and we need a trusted group of advisors or investors, because people are all worried about AI replacing their jobs. We see job losses. I think there's some weird correlation there because of the way the market is right now. I don't think AI is replacing a lot of stuff. I think people are just realizing they have people they're paying that aren't getting stuff done. What is your protection against that? People say it's your personal brand. That's great. I think that's important. That's part of this. I think it's also your pack, right? So I should make an effort to post about that. Who's that community? I think it's go-to-market experts. I think it's, agency owners are interesting. I think agency owners are probably going through a really interesting transition right now, where some of them do legacy things and maybe there's lack of demand, and then there's the new kind of agency, AI automation agencies and cold outreach agencies. So I'll kind of lump those in a little bit between go-to-market experts and the agency world, and then sales. Like anyone that's in B2B outreach type role, or RevOps, I think those are my audiences that I want to talk to. So how do I create community around those things and focus on that so that people can meet more people, have better interactions with each other, learn best practices, and just have a community they can turn to for feedback and advice or just engagement. Because I think that is your protection against all this FUD around AI replacing your jobs. They're taking our jobs. Yeah, I think that community and partnerships are the answer there. That's the real human interaction. And selling, yes, using video like this, but then that leading to actual conversations in video. That's always helpful too. All right, this is the end of day 3, reporting on day 3, technically day 4 of doing this, and I will check back with you tomorrow.